Today I'm going to be doing a fireproof test on this Roloway security fireproof bag. Now, according to them, it is certified up to 6,400 Fahrenheit, which should easily withstand a little fire that I'm going to put here in my fire pit. I'm not going to build a massive bonfire or anything like that. Just going to use some twigs, some leaves, a couple of small logs, that sort of thing to get a little bit of a fire going over here. And then we are going to test out this Roloway security fireproof bag to see if it will actually protect your documents from a fire or not. All right, so I'm going to take this Roloway security fireproof bag. I'm going to take the cardboard that they give you that said is certified up to 6,400 Fahrenheit, and I'm going to stick it right inside of there. Then I'm going to go ahead and zip it up. Now, this is far from a blazing inferno or anything like that. I'm literally just going to take and I'm just going to kind of throw it right on top of there. Now, time on it is currently, let me show you my watch, 4:10 p.m. I'm just kind of lit on top of there. Now, again, this is not a blazing inferno or anything like that, not very big at all, but we're going to see if it can handle this sort of a small flame. So it has been 2 minutes. It is currently 4:12. You can see what this looks like here on the front. So it does not appear to have been breached yet at the 2-minute mark. Now I'm going to go ahead and roll it over here in just a second to look at the underside, as obviously that's going to be the part that's going to be taking the most flames, but it for sure hasn't been breached on the front. And no, it has not been breached on the back either. I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. It is smoking, of course. I'm going to go ahead and pick it up, put it back onto the flames, and then I'll leave it for a couple more minutes and see what it looks like at that point. Now, the fire itself is going down, but I want to kind of show you here what happened, right? So it actually split out at the seam when I was in the process of flipping it over. Now, I'm not sure if that would have happened without me flipping it or without it being flipped or not. You can kind of see what it looks like here on the front, and you can see there's not a whole lot of flames left of this fire as is. But it did split out, and that was with just a minute or two in the fire. Now, whether that means the part inside is going to be okay, or maybe they've got like dual layers, I'm not sure. You can see what's happening with that plastic there on the front. That's just literally catching on fire and melting as well. Again, this is a tiny little fire going on here that I've got. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it kind of like how it is. I'm going to leave it for a couple of more minutes. We're currently at 4:13. I'm going to leave it till 4:15 and then pull it off, and then we'll see if there's anything left of that cardboard that I put inside. So it is now 4:15. That part is still on fire on the bag, as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. I got a pair of tongs that I'm going to be trying to use here to pull it out of the fire with. I'm just going to pull it out. As you can see, all the way around at the seam is where it is struggling, right? So that part is actively burning, but at the seam is where it definitely struggled. Now, I'm not sure if that's where the cardboard is at. I can't exactly touch it right now to open it up, but I'm going to go ahead and try and peel it apart as is, see if that cardboard is still intact inside of there. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. You can see this is still actively burning, that little like lock part, right? I'm going to try and pull this apart here and see. Okay, so I'm pulling off the front for sure. I'm not sure if that's the inside part or not, where I'm trying it, where that cardboard was at. Yeah, it was. Yep, it's right there. So you can see it was that little triangle piece right there, and it did not survive at all. Now, this bag survived. You can kind of see the front. The flame was not huge at all by any stretch of the imagination, but you can kind of see. I'm trying to get it open without touching it. It's obviously going to be hot. Let me peel. There we go. Okay. So you can see where the cardboard piece was, and yeah, there's nothing left of it at all. So the foil, the cardboard is entirely gone. So it lasted a couple of minutes, I would say, but in regards to will this protect your documents in the case of the fire, I'm going to say no.